This weekend dropped Snapshot 5 for Deadrop, which is actually the first time that many of us in the public have had the chance to play Dr. Disrespect in Midnight Society's game. Before this, you had to be a founder to play the game, but starting now you can buy what's called a tower key, which is $25, and that'll give you access to this snapshot and all future snapshots for the game. Although eventually I do believe Deadrop will be free to play, so if you don't want to spend any money, you can kind of just keep on waiting. For now, if we're being honest, you are basically just paying to kind of playtest the game and give your opinions, but if that's something you want to do, you have the option, and obviously it also kind of throws some money their way to support them. Now, Deadrop has had a lot of kind of controversy around the NFTs and whatnot, and we're not going to be focusing on that in this video because currently those aren't in this snapshot, so I don't know how those are going to play out, but I am very skeptical about how that's going to play out. I want to make that clear. I think NFTs in games are dumb, and I am worried how they're going to implement it. Dr. Disrespect had that tweet talking about how someone's going to extract them $100,000, and that greatly worries me because I think that's going to encourage cheaters and griefers and whatnot to play the game. However, today, that isn't what's there, so we're going to talk about what's there, because I will be honest, this is the first time I played it, and it actually really pleasantly surprised me. I don't know why, but I kind of just assumed the game wasn't going to be all that fun, but it's actually really fun. So obviously, it's an extraction shooter, and currently it contains one map that actually has a ton of verticality to it, which is totally different than other games. Along with that, in this game, instead of the circle kind of closing in like it does in a normal battle royale or extraction shooter, it actually starts from the lower levels of the map and slowly freezes all the way up to the very top where the final extraction is. So basically, you can win the game by one of two ways. You either kill everyone and are the last one standing, or you can extract with all the loot that you have on you, which you can do in a variety of different ways. There's two tiers of extractions, the tier 1, which is the helicopter and the zipline extraction, and the tier 2 extraction, which is the final extraction point up at the very top. Now, there are also these random doors that you can find that you can extract from that take a little bit to open, and then you can hop on into the light and extract with your loot that way too, but for the most part, you're going to be extracting from those static points. Now, what this means is the games can end up a little bit samey, as especially if you're going for that final extraction or trying to wipe the lobby, most of your games are going to end up at that final point. Now, obviously this game is in pre-alpha though, so that is something they could obviously work on, and that's also why I'm not really criticizing the graphics or anything like that, because the game's in pre-alpha, so it'd be kind of weird to criticize that stuff today. Now, the gunplay and the movement today is a little bit janky and kind of not that smooth, so I hope that gets some improvements over time, but obviously we'll kind of wait and see there. Now, for balance, the sniper is ridiculously overpowered in my opinion, and it can basically one-shot anyone that isn't wearing heavy armor, and the bullet travel on the gun is extremely fast. I had so many games where I was just getting kill after kill with the sniper. Now, for the guns in general, there is a decent amount of variety. There's some different shotguns, some different pistols, an assault rifle, an SMG, an LMG, and a sniper. Now, there are plenty there, and there are different attachments for the guns, but I would like to see a little bit more variety in the loot. Maybe different guns in the same class, so there's more than just one assault rifle or one LMG or one SMG. I think that would add some cool variety to it and make it a bit more fun. I also wonder if a game like this would benefit from having kind of weapon builds, where currently the attachments are mostly just strictly upgrades. You have barrel 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So for the most part, you just pick whatever attachment you have that's the highest level. Overall though, I was very pleasantly surprised by Deadrop. I actually think this game has a lot of potential, and for the state that the game is in currently, the game is actually a lot of fun. I streamed it for a few hours and the whole time was actually really enjoyable. Obviously, it needs improvements on polish and graphics and gunplay, and also the performance of the game can be a little bit iffy, but as we get further snapshots and further along in development, we'll start to hopefully see some of those things be improved. Obviously, the elephant in the room is those NFTs and how those are going to play out. Hopefully they don't ruin the game, but I'm actually way more excited now to play Deadrop when it releases than I was before this weekend, and that's saying something. Let me know in the comments below what your opinion on the game is, and I'll see you guys all next time.